Shi Yuqi was born on February 28, 1996, in Suzhou, Jiangsu, China, into a sporting family. His father was a former professional badminton player, and Shi's natural affinity for the sport was apparent from an early age. At the age of 6, Shi began his journey into badminton, following in the footsteps of his father. Recognizing his talent and passion for the game, his parents enrolled him in a local sports school, where he began to train seriously. From a young age, Shi showed great promise, impressing coaches with his agility, sharp reflexes, and strategic thinking on the court. He quickly rose through the ranks in junior badminton tournaments and, by his early teens, had made a name for himself in China's competitive badminton system, which has produced some of the world's best players. Training at the prestigious Jiangsu Province Badminton Training Center, Shi honed his skills under the guidance of top coaches. As a junior, he was known for his exceptional footwork and tactical ability, skills that would later become his trademarks as he ascended the ranks in the international badminton scene. His dedication and work ethic helped him stand out, and by his mid-teens, he was already being considered one of China's brightest young badminton prospects. Breakthrough and rise in the international scene. Shi Yuqi's rise in the world of badminton was rapid, and he quickly made his mark in international competitions. His breakthrough on the world stage came in 2013, when he won the Asian Junior Championships in the men's singles category. This victory marked his arrival as a serious contender in the global badminton scene and earned him widespread recognition as one of the sport's rising stars. His triumph in the Asian Junior Championships was just the beginning, as it opened doors for him to compete in senior international tournaments. Shi's powerful offensive play, combined with a calm demeanor on the court, made him a formidable opponent. His ability to mix attacking shots with precise net play and defensive skills earned him the admiration of many in the badminton community. By 2014, Shi was making regular appearances in BWF tournaments, slowly gaining a reputation as one of the young players capable of challenging the established order in Chinese badminton. In 2015, Shi further solidified his potential by winning the China Open Super Series Premier, one of the most prestigious events in the sport. This victory was a turning point in his career, as it confirmed that Shi was capable of competing and winning at the highest levels of international badminton. His performance at the China Open, in front of his home crowd, marked a milestone in his development as a player and set the stage for greater achievements in the coming years. Career peak and major achievements. Shi Yuqi's career truly reached its peak in 2017 when he won his first BWF World Championships medal. At the World Championships held in Glasgow, Shi made an impressive run to the final, eventually securing the silver medal in the men's singles event. This achievement was a testament to his growth as a player, as he had defeated several top-ranked opponents on his way to the final. It was a historic moment in his career, as it made him one of the youngest Chinese players to reach the final of the World Championships. The silver medal at the 2017 World Championships catapulted Shi into the upper echelons of world badminton. And it also helped him gain recognition as one of the sport's brightest talents. His consistent performances in the years that followed further solidified his reputation as a world-class player. In 2018, Shi captured his second China Open title, once again demonstrating his prowess on home soil. This victory was another highlight of his career, as it showed that he could compete and win in major tournaments year after year. Shi continued to be a regular presence in the semi-finals and finals of BWF Super Series events and established himself as one of China's top badminton players. His success in 2018 culminated in a career-high world number 2 ranking, an achievement that reflected his consistent excellence on the international circuit. During this time, Shi's playing style evolved further, as he developed a more aggressive and fast-paced approach, relying on his incredible court coverage and powerful smashes to overwhelm opponents. One of Shi's most significant achievements came in 2019 when he clinched the All England Open title, a prestigious tournament that has long been considered one of the most important in the world of badminton. His victory at the All England Open was a defining moment in his career, as it showcased his ability to perform under pressure in one of the most iconic tournaments in the sport. With this win, Shi demonstrated his readiness to compete with the best in the world, further solidifying his place as one of the sport's top stars. In 2019, Shi also represented China at the Badminton World Cup and was part of the team that won the Sudirman Cup, a major mixed-team event in badminton. His contributions to the team's victory were crucial, and his performances in the Sudirman Cup highlighted his ability to perform at the highest level in team competitions as well. Injuries and setbacks. Like many top athletes, Shi Yuqi's career has been interrupted by injuries, which have prevented him from competing at his peak in some years. In 2019, Shi faced a major setback when he suffered an injury to his foot, which forced him to miss several months of competition. This injury was a blow to his momentum, as it disrupted his preparations for key tournaments. However, Shi's resilience and determination helped him recover, and he made a successful comeback in 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic further complicated his career, as many badminton tournaments were cancelled or postponed, disrupting the international competition calendar. Despite these setbacks, Shi remained focused on his rehabilitation and training, ensuring that he was in top shape when tournaments resumed. He managed to continue competing at the highest level and was determined to make up for lost time, final years and legacy. Despite the challenges and setbacks, Shi Yuqi has continued to be a key player on the international badminton scene. As of 2021, he remains one of the top-ranked players in the world and is considered one of China's most important badminton athletes. His performances in major tournaments, including the BWF World Championships and the All England Open, have earned him recognition as one of the sport's leading figures. Throughout his career, Shi Yuqi has been known for his hard work, resilience, and dedication to improving his game. His consistency in the face of adversity and his ability to bounce back from injury have made him a role model for young badminton players. Shi's legacy as one of the most talented men's singles players in recent badminton history is firmly established, and his impact on the sport in China and beyond is undeniable. As Shi continues to compete in international tournaments, his influence on the sport grows. He remains one of the brightest prospects for China's badminton future, and his success has helped inspire the next generation of Chinese players to follow in his footsteps. Tai Tzu-ying was born on June 20, 1994, in Taipei, Taiwan, into a family where sports were appreciated, but badminton was not initially the focal point. Her father, Tai Mingqi, was a former athlete, and he encouraged his daughter to play badminton at a very young age. Tai Tzu-ying's interest in badminton started when she was just a child, and her talent quickly became apparent. Her dedication to the sport was instilled by her family, and her natural athletic ability enabled her to rise quickly through the ranks. Tai began playing badminton at the tender age of 7 and joined a local badminton club. Her rise to prominence in the sport started early, as she quickly showed an affinity for the game's technical aspects, agility, and strategic play. At the age of 10, Tai began formal training under coach Lin Juiqi at a badminton school, where she honed her skills and deepened her understanding of the sport. Her training paid off when she won her first major tournament at the age of 12. This victory helped her gain recognition in Taiwan's badminton scene and set her on the path to a professional career. Her early training was characterized by intense practice, a deep focus on technique, and a unique emphasis on developing both mental strength and physical agility. While other players might have relied on sheer power, Tai's brilliance came from her extraordinary skill in placing the shuttlecock, her deceptive play, and her unparalleled net game. These qualities quickly became her hallmark, distinguishing her as a special talent. Breakthrough and early success. Tai Tzu-ying's journey to international stardom began in her teenage years. Her breakthrough came when she represented Taiwan in the 2012 Summer Olympics in London at the age of 18. Although she did not win a medal in her debut Olympics, her performance was a clear indication of her potential. She made a strong impact on the international circuit, gradually building a reputation for her tactical awareness and diverse shot selection. In 2013, Tai Tzu-ying became the youngest player to win the China Masters title, defeating the world's best players along the way. This victory marked her emergence as one of the rising stars in women's badminton. Her triumph at the 2013 China Masters was followed by more impressive performances, and she soon became a fixture in the top echelons of women's singles badminton. Her ability to break down opponents with clever deception, exceptional control, and a near-flawless net game made her a formidable adversary for players around the world. By 2014, Tai made her mark on the world stage by winning the prestigious All England Open Badminton Championships title, further solidifying her status as one of the world's top players. This victory was a turning point, and from this point onward, Tai's career would continue to build momentum, making her a frequent contender in major international competitions. Career peak. Dominance in women's badminton. Tai Tzu-Ying's peak came in the latter half of the 2010s, when she truly began to dominate the world of women's badminton. Her playing style, characterized by deceptive shots, quick reactions, and impeccable court awareness, earned her the nickname the Queen of Badminton. Her strategic approach to the game, combined with her supreme technical ability, helped her claim the #1 spot in the BWF, Badminton World Federation rankings. In 2016, Tai won the BWF World Super Series Finals and became the first Taiwanese player to reach the top spot in the BWF Women's Singles rankings. Her title at the 2016 Super Series Finals was a clear signal that she was ready to take on the best in the world, and her remarkable consistency made her one of the most feared players on the circuit. Tai's most defining victory came in 2017 when she won her first BWF World Championships title. This was a career-defining achievement that solidified her place as one of the sport's greats. Throughout the tournament, Tai showed off her signature deceptive shots and unmatched agility. Her victory at the World Championships was followed by another milestone when she became the first player to win the All England Open title 3 times in 2017, making her one of the most successful players in the tournament's history. In addition to her World Championship and All England successes, Tai continued to dominate the BWF Super Series tournaments, winning numerous titles. She emerged victorious at the Indonesia Open, China Open, Singapore Open, and Malaysia Open, consistently defeating top-ranked players. Her success in these tournaments, combined with her world ranking, elevated her status as the preeminent force in women's badminton. Tai Tzu-Ying's ability to perform under pressure, her creativity on the court, and her exceptional footwork made her stand out as the dominant player of her era. She continued to hold the #1 ranking for an extended period, setting a new standard for consistency and excellence in women's singles. Her rivalry with players like PV Sindhu of India and Carolina Marin of Spain elevated the level of competition in women's badminton, and each match between them was a thrilling spectacle of skill and determination. Main achievements. Records and milestones. Throughout her career, Tai Tzu-Ying accumulated a series of major titles, tournament wins, and awards. Her most significant achievements include BWF World Championships. Tai won the BWF World Championships gold medal in 2017, becoming the first Taiwanese player to achieve such a feat. All England Open Badminton Championships. Tai became the first woman in over a decade to win 3 titles at the prestigious All England Open in 2017, BWF World Super Series Finals. She clinched the title at the Super Series Finals in 2016 and 2018, cementing her place as one of the dominant forces in women's badminton. #1 World Ranking. Tai held the #1 spot in the BWF Women's Singles rankings for over 200 weeks, an unprecedented achievement. Super Series tournament wins. Over the course of her career, she amassed victories in a number of key Super Series events, including the Indonesia Open, China Open, Malaysia Open, and Singapore Open. Olympic medal contender. Though Tai has yet to capture an Olympic gold, she was a strong contender in both the 2016 and 2020 Summer Olympics, reaching the semi-finals in both tournaments and consistently challenging the world's top players. Tai Tzu-Ying's brilliance on the court was further underscored by her contributions to the sport's popularity in Taiwan and around the world. Her appeal transcended national borders, and her success helped to raise the profile of badminton globally, inspiring countless young players to follow in her footsteps. Final years, legacy and continued impact. As Tai Tzu-Ying entered the later stages of her career, she continued to play at an elite level. Despite facing fierce competition from emerging players and long-standing rivals, Tai's skill and expertise have allowed her to remain a dominant figure in women's badminton. Her ability to adapt to the evolving nature of the game, paired with her relentless work ethic, has ensured her sustained success. In the years following her peak, Tai focused on maintaining her physical fitness, refining her game, and securing new milestones. Her presence at major tournaments, including the Asian Games, World Championships, and Olympics, continued to excite fans and cement her legacy as one of the greatest badminton players of all time. While she may not have secured another World Championships or Olympic title, Her continued consistency and ability to compete at the highest level have kept her among the world's top players. Tai Tzu-Ying's impact on badminton extends far beyond her individual achievements. Her technical prowess, mental toughness, and ability to perform under pressure have inspired a new generation of players to push the limits of the sport. As one of the most successful female athletes in badminton history, she has become a symbol of excellence and a role model for aspiring badminton players across the world. PV Sindhu was born on July 5, 1995, in Hyderabad, India, to P.V. Ramana and P. Vijaya, both of whom were former national-level volleyball players. Sindhu grew up in a family steeped in sports, with her parents instilling in her a passion for athletics from an early age. Her father, an Olympian, was a major influence on Sindhu's early athletic development, and it was his encouragement that led her to take up sports, particularly badminton. At the age of 8, Sindhu began playing badminton under the guidance of coach N.R.S.V. Prasad, who recognized her natural talent. She was enrolled in the Gopichand Badminton Academy in Hyderabad, one of India's top training centers, where she trained under the mentorship of Pullela Gopichand, a former All England Open champion and a legendary figure in Indian badminton. Gopichand's influence on Sindhu's game was instrumental in her rise, as his training methodology focused on enhancing her agility, footwork, and mental toughness. Early on, Sindhu exhibited immense potential with her tall frame, excellent court coverage, and aggressive playing style, making her a promising young talent in Indian badminton. Sindhu's journey to prominence began with her early success in national tournaments. At the age of 14, she won her first national title in the under-19 category at the Sub-Junior National Badminton Championships, marking her as a rising star. As she progressed, her performances in international tournaments caught the attention of the global badminton community. However, it was her relentless pursuit of excellence and hard work that would eventually lead her to become one of the sport's premier players. Career peak. Dominance on the world stage. P.V. Sindhu's rise to the global badminton elite began in earnest during the mid-2010s. In 2013, she made history by becoming the youngest ever Indian player to win a bronze medal at the BWF World Championships, which marked the start of her dominance on the international stage. The victory not only brought her recognition within India but also marked her arrival as a force to be reckoned with in world badminton. Her breakthrough moment came in 2016 when she won the silver medal at the Rio Olympics, becoming the first Indian woman to win an Olympic medal in badminton. Her remarkable performance in the final against Spain's Carolina Marin captivated the nation, as she came close to winning the gold medal in a thrilling three-game contest. Despite losing in the final, Sindhu's achievement at the Rio Olympics made her an overnight sensation and brought her widespread recognition as one of the world's top badminton players. Following the Olympics, Sindhu's career trajectory continued its upward climb. She went on to win the BWF World Championships in 2017, defeating Japan's Nozomi Okuhara in a gripping final. This victory was historic, as Sindhu became the first Indian to win the BWF World Championships in badminton. The triumph confirmed her status as one of the sport's most successful and dominant players, further solidifying her place in the history of Indian sport. In addition to her World Championship win, Sindhu's success continued with numerous other titles, including victories at prestigious tournaments such as the China Open, India Open, and South Korea Open. Her resilience, powerful smashes, and ability to perform under pressure made her a dominant force on the world circuit, and she became one of the most respected players in women's badminton. Main achievements, records and milestones. P.V. Sindhu's career has been defined by her consistent success at the highest level of international badminton. Some of her most notable achievements include Olympic success. Sindhu made history at the Rio 2016 Olympics by winning a silver medal in women's singles, becoming the first Indian female badminton player to win an Olympic medal. BWF World Championships. Sindhu made history again in 2017 by winning the BWF World Championships, a milestone that made her the first Indian to win the prestigious title in badminton. She also went on to win bronze medals in 2013, 2014, and 2018. Commonwealth Games gold medal. In 2018, she won the gold medal at the Commonwealth Games in women's singles, a significant achievement in the multi-sport event. This victory was seen as a breakthrough in her pursuit of success on multiple platforms. Asian Games. Sindhu won a silver medal in the 2018 Asian Games in the women's singles event, further cementing her status as one of the top players in Asia. BWF Super Series titles. Throughout her career, Sindhu has won several BWF Super Series titles, including the China Open, India Open, Malaysia Open, and Hong Kong Open. These victories solidified her dominance on the international circuit. World No. 2 ranking. Sindhu achieved the world number 2 ranking in women's singles, a remarkable feat that positioned her as one of the best players in the world. India's pride. Sindhu's success has been celebrated by the Indian public, as she became a national hero. Her achievements have inspired millions of young athletes, particularly female players, to take up badminton and pursue their dreams. Sindhu's success was not just limited to her individual achievements. Her performances helped raise the profile of badminton in India, inspiring a new generation of players to take up the sport and strive for excellence. Sindhu's dedication to her craft, her commitment to fitness, and her ability to remain focused in high-pressure situations are qualities that have made her a role model for many. Challenges and injuries. Like many elite athletes, PV. Sindhu's career has not been without its challenges. Injuries have plagued her at times, including a persistent ankle injury that hindered her ability to compete at her full potential in certain periods. These injuries have sometimes kept her out of key tournaments, which in turn affected her rankings. However, Sindhu's resilience and determination have enabled her to overcome these setbacks. With the help of physiotherapists and coaches, she has made remarkable comebacks each time. Another challenge Sindhu faced was the rising competition in women's badminton, with new players like Taitsu Ying, Akane Yamaguchi, and Nozomi Okuhara consistently pushing the limits of performance. Despite these rising challengers, Sindhu has maintained her position at the top of the sport, constantly evolving her game and adapting to the demands of the modern game. Final years and continued impact. In the years following her Olympic success, PV. Sindhu continued to remain a strong contender on the world circuit. While some of her rivals grew stronger, she continued to remain at the forefront of women's badminton. Her performances in key tournaments, such as the BWF World Championships and the Asian Games, highlighted her resilience and competitiveness. In particular, her focus on winning major titles and earning consistency was evident in her continuous rise to the top of international rankings. In 2021, Sindhu made history once again by becoming the first Indian woman to win 2 Olympic medals after claiming a bronze medal in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. The victory solidified her status as one of the sport's greats, demonstrating her exceptional skill and consistency. As she entered her 30s, Sindhu remained a significant figure in world badminton, and her influence extended beyond the court. She became an advocate for women in sports, pushing for greater representation and equal opportunities for female athletes. Her support for young athletes, particularly in India, was evident as she encouraged the next generation to pursue their dreams and break barriers. Lin Dan was born on October 14, 1983, in Longyan, Fujian, China. From an early age, Lin's family recognized his athletic potential, and his father encouraged him to pursue sports. Initially, Lin showed a keen interest in table tennis, but his natural talent in other sports quickly became apparent, particularly in badminton. At the age of 5, he began playing badminton, and it didn't take long before his exceptional skills were noticed. Lin's early training started in Longyan, where he showed extraordinary promise, and by the time he was 8 years old, he was selected to join the prestigious Fujian provincial badminton team. Lin Dan's formal rise began when he was sent to the Badminton Training Center in Beijing at the age of 13. There, he received the intensive coaching and structured training that would later shape him into one of the greatest players to ever play the sport. Lin's early years were filled with grueling training sessions and strict discipline. But his passion for the sport and his natural athleticism allowed him to thrive in this environment. He quickly ascended the ranks of youth badminton, showcasing his technical brilliance, unparalleled footwork, and incredible mental toughness. By the time Lin was a teenager, he was already competing at national events, and his consistent performances earned him a spot in the national team. His entry into the world of professional badminton was a steady progression, and it was clear that he had the potential to reach the highest echelons of the sport. Breakthrough and early success. Lin Dan's breakout year came in 2001, when he won the China National Badminton Championships at the age of 18. This victory marked the beginning of his meteoric rise in international badminton. In 2002, Lin made his mark on the international stage by winning his first BWF World Championships bronze medal at just 19 years old. This early success, coupled with his undeniable talent, caught the attention of badminton enthusiasts and experts around the world. It also solidified Lin Dan's place among the top players in the sport. However, it was in the years following his breakthrough that Lin Dan truly began to dominate the badminton world. By 2003, Lin had won his first All England Open Badminton Championships title, a prestigious tournament that would become one of his signature events. This victory marked a significant turning point in his career, as Lin began to consistently defeat top players and claim major titles across the globe. One of the defining qualities of Lin Dan's game was his ability to adapt his style and excel in any situation. His powerful smashes, incredible speed, and strategic play made him nearly unbeatable, and he quickly earned a reputation as one of the most well-rounded and formidable players in the history of badminton. Career peak. A period of unrivaled dominance. Lin Dan's career reached its peak during the mid-2000s, where he firmly established himself as the dominant force in men's badminton. His rivalry with Malaysia's Lee Chong Wei became the defining story of this era, with the two players facing off in numerous finals, including at the Olympics and World Championships. Their contrasting styles, with Lin's power game and Lee's speed and precision, made their encounters epic and captured the imagination of badminton fans worldwide. Their rivalry became one of the greatest in badminton history, and the numerous battles between Lin and Lee captivated audiences and set the standard for future generations. In 2004, Lin Dan claimed his first BWF World Championships gold medal, a title he would go on to win twice more in 2006 and 2011. This success made Lin Dan one of the most decorated players in the sport's history, as he added the World Championship title to his growing list of accolades. His victory in the 2008 Beijing Olympics men's singles event was another crowning achievement, as Lin Dan became the first male player to win an Olympic gold medal in badminton. His performance in Beijing was nothing short of spectacular, as he defeated the world's best players, including his fierce rival, Lee Chong Wei, in the final. This Olympic gold would become one of the defining moments of his career, solidifying Lin's place among the legends of the sport. Lin Dan's dominance continued in the following years, as he went on to win numerous Super Series and Premier Series tournaments, including multiple titles at the All England Open, the China Open, and the Singapore Open. He was virtually untouchable in the men's singles discipline and became a household name in the sport. His speed, footwork, stamina, and mental toughness were unmatched, and he was widely regarded as the best player of his generation. Main achievements and unbeaten records. Lin Dan's career is decorated with a remarkable list of achievements that have earned him the title of the Emperor of Badminton. He is one of only a handful of players to achieve the coveted career Super Grand Slam. Winning all 9 major badminton titles, including the Olympic Games, World Championships, All England Open, China Open, Singapore Open, Malaysia Open, and Hong Kong Open. His career was a collection of championship victories and records, including his remarkable 5 titles at the All England Open and his total of 2 Olympic gold medals, 2008 and 2012. At the time of his peak, Lin Dan was ranked as the world #1 player for a total of 199 weeks, which is among the longest reigns at the top of any sport. This achievement further cemented his legacy as one of the most dominant athletes in badminton history. Lin also maintained a long-standing rivalry with Lee Chong Wei, and their encounters in finals became the stuff of legend. The two players' rivalry spanned over a decade, and Lin's ability to rise to the occasion in the most significant tournaments, such as the Olympics and World Championships, became a defining feature of his career. One of Lin Dan's most famous achievements was his victory over Lee Chong Wei in the 2012 London Olympics final, where he won his second consecutive Olympic gold medal. This victory marked the peak of Lin's Olympic career, and it served as a statement of his dominance over the sport. Despite being nearly 30 years old at the time, Lin Dan showed no signs of slowing down and remained the undisputed king of men's badminton. Final years and retirement. Despite his success and dominance in the sport, Lin Dan's final years were marked by a more challenging period. As younger players emerged, and the badminton world continued to evolve, Lin Dan faced more competitive challenges. His rivalry with Lee Chong-wei continued into the 2010s. But as the sport became more competitive, Lin Dan faced stiffer competition from rising stars such as Chen Long of China, Victor Axelsen of Denmark, and Kento Momota of Japan. Although Lin Dan struggled with injuries during his later years, his competitive spirit and hunger for victory remained intact. In 2016, he became the first male player to win 2 Olympic gold medals in badminton, an achievement that further cemented his place in history. However, after the 2016 Rio Olympics, where Lin Dan reached the quarterfinals, his form began to decline slightly, and his performances became more inconsistent. In 2019, Lin Dan announced his retirement from international badminton after competing in the China Open and other key tournaments. His decision to retire was met with widespread admiration and respect from the badminton community and his fans, who hailed him as one of the sport's greatest players. Legacy and impact on badminton. Lin Dan's retirement did not diminish his legacy. In fact, it only solidified his place as one of the greatest badminton players in history. His incredible achievements, from his Olympic gold medals to his record-breaking number of tournament victories, have left an indelible mark on the sport. Lin Dan not only elevated the standard of men's badminton but also inspired a new generation of players to strive for excellence. Lin Dan's influence on the sport extends far beyond his titles and victories. His fierce work ethic, mental toughness, and unrivaled competitive spirit have set a benchmark for future players. His rivalry with Lee Chong-wei, his iconic matches in the Olympics, and his dominance in every major tournament have made him a true legend of the sport. Lin Dan's contribution to badminton has shaped the sport's global appeal, and his legacy will continue to inspire athletes for generations to come. Sage Erickson was born on December 3, 1990, in Ojai, California, and was raised in the coastal city of Santa Barbara, which has a deep connection to surf culture. Growing up near the ocean, Sage was introduced to the sport of surfing at a very young age. Her father, a former competitive surfer, played a crucial role in introducing her to the waves, taking her to the beach and instilling in her a love for the water and the sport. Her family's lifestyle, which centered around outdoor activities, provided the perfect environment for Sage to develop her skills. Sage's earliest experiences in the water were shaped by her family's deep-rooted surfing background. By the time she was 6 years old, she had already started learning the basics of surfing, encouraged by her family's consistent involvement in the sport. Growing up along California's coastline, Sage was exposed to some of the best waves in the world, which helped her refine her skills quickly. Her natural talent and passion for the sport became apparent early on as she quickly progressed from a beginner surfer to a young competitor. At age 12, Sage began competing in local surf contests, quickly making a name for herself with her smooth, technical style. By her teenage years, she was already gaining recognition as a young prodigy in the surfing world. Sage's competitive spirit and determination to succeed drove her to pursue a career in professional surfing, and she soon began to compete on bigger stages, setting the foundation for what would become a successful career in the sport. Rise to professional surfing and career breakthrough. Sage Erickson's journey to becoming a professional surfer was a natural progression from her early experiences in local competitions. She began to enter regional events in California, where her performances caught the attention of more seasoned surfers and sponsors. By the time she was 16, Sage's talent had become undeniable, and she was given the opportunity to compete in national surf competitions. At the age of 18, Sage Erickson officially entered the professional surfing scene. She quickly adapted to the high level of competition and started competing in major Women's World Surf League (WSL) events. In 2008, Sage earned a spot on the WSL Women's Championship Tour (CT) as a wildcard entry in the Roxy Pro Gold Coast. This marked her first major step onto the global stage, competing against some of the top surfers in the world. Though she was still a relatively young competitor at the time, Sage demonstrated her resilience and skill, consistently advancing through the rounds of major events. Her breakthrough came in 2010 when she qualified for the prestigious WSL Championship Tour, CT, marking a major milestone in her career. The following year, Sage secured her first victory at a major WSL event, winning the US Open of Surfing in Huntington Beach, California. This victory was a game-changer in Sage's career, as it put her on the map as one of the best surfers in the world. Career peak and achievements. Sage Erickson's peak as a professional surfer came during her time on the WSL Championship Tour, where she competed against some of the sport's most dominant female surfers. Over the years, Sage built a reputation for her versatility and consistent performances in high-pressure situations. She became known for her fluid style, powerful turns, and ability to read the waves, all of which made her a formidable competitor in a variety of conditions. One of Sage's most notable achievements came in 2014, when she achieved her highest career ranking, finishing 5th in the world. This was a major accomplishment, especially considering the fierce competition she faced on the WSL Tour. Her strong performances in events such as the Maui Pro and the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach helped her achieve a career-high ranking, and it established her as one of the sport's top surfers. In addition to her strong showings on the championship tour, Sage was consistently a top contender at the US Open of Surfing, a major event that has become one of the most important competitions in the world of surfing. Throughout her career, Sage earned multiple podium finishes at the event, which added to her growing reputation. Her first win at the US Open of Surfing in 2010 proved to be a turning point, and she continued to shine in this prestigious contest in subsequent years. Sage's style in the water has always been characterized by grace, fluidity, and precision. She is known for her ability to adapt her surfing to the different waves she encounters, from powerful reef breaks to more mellow point breaks. Over the years, she has fine-tuned her approach, combining traditional longboard-style fluidity with progressive shortboard maneuvers, making her an exciting surfer to watch. Main achievements. Sage Ericsson's surfing career is marked by several notable achievements that have shaped her legacy in the sport. Some of her main accomplishments include: first major WSL victory. In 2010, Sage Ericsson won the US Open of Surfing, one of the most prestigious events on the women's professional surfing circuit. This victory helped solidify her position as a top-tier competitor and boosted her career. Top 10 world ranking. Sage Ericsson consistently finished among the top surfers in the world throughout her career. Her highest career ranking came in 2014 when she finished 5th in the WSL Women's Championship Tour standings. Podium finishes at major WSL events. Sage earned multiple podium finishes at key events on the WSL calendar, including the Maui Pro, Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach, and Quicksilver Pro France. These finishes demonstrated her ability to perform in various conditions and solidified her place among the sport's elite surfers. Influence in women's surfing. As one of the top women surfers of her generation, Sage has been an influential figure in the growth and visibility of women's surfing. Her success has helped pave the way for future generations of female surfers, and she has been a vocal advocate for gender equality in the sport. Multiple World Surf League qualifications. Throughout her career, Sage consistently qualified for the World Surf League Championship Tour, where she competed alongside some of the most talented surfers in the world. Her ability to maintain her position on the tour for several years is a testament to her skills and consistency. Challenges and advocacy for women's surfing. Throughout her career, Sage Ericsson has faced numerous challenges that are common for many female athletes in male-dominated sports. One of the ongoing battles for women in surfing has been the push for equal prize money, greater media representation, and better opportunities for female athletes to showcase their skills on the world stage. Sage has been an advocate for these causes, using her platform to call for greater respect and recognition for female surfers. Despite the challenges, Sage's resilience and determination have helped her persevere and continue to compete at the highest level. She has been an outspoken advocate for gender equality in sports, working alongside other prominent female athletes to increase the visibility of women's surfing. Carissa Kainani Moore was born on August 27, 1992, in Honolulu, Hawaii, to a family with a deep-rooted connection to the ocean and surfing culture. Growing up on the shores of Oahu's North Shore, Moore was exposed to the sport at a very young age. Her father, Chris Moore, was a competitive surfer and a key figure in introducing her to the sport. While her mother, a native Hawaiian, provided Carissa with a strong cultural foundation, Carissa's passion for surfing began as a child. By the age of 5, she was already learning the basics of the sport. First using a boogie board before transitioning to a surfboard. The North Shore of Oahu is a world-renowned destination for surfers, with some of the best waves in the world, making it the perfect training ground for a young surfer. Carissa's early exposure to these waves played a major role in her development as a competitive athlete. At age 9, Carissa entered her first surfing competition and quickly showcased her talent and natural ability. By her teenage years, she was already competing in major regional events and winning titles, setting the stage for a professional career. Throughout her youth, Moore was mentored by several influential figures in the surf world, which helped her refine her technique and gain the mental toughness required for competition. As a result, Carissa's skills began to stand out in local and national competitions, gaining her attention as a rising star in the surfing world. The rise of Carissa Moore in competitive surfing. Carissa's entry into professional surfing came at a young age, and she quickly made her mark on the global scene. In 2008, at the age of 16, Moore entered her first World Surf League, a WSL event, the prestigious Roxy Pro Gold Coast, as a wildcard competitor. It was in this event that Moore first demonstrated her potential, finishing in third place despite her inexperience on the world stage. The result was an indicator of her extraordinary talent and quickly earned her a reputation among the sport's elite athletes. The following year, in 2009, Carissa Moore won the WSL World Junior Championship, marking her first major international victory. This win was pivotal in establishing her as one of the most promising young surfers of her generation. With her dynamic surfing style, impressive aerial maneuvers, and smooth control on the wave, Moore set herself apart from many of her peers. In 2010, Carissa became a full-time competitor on the WSL Women's World Championship Tour, WCT. Her natural talent, combined with her dedication to improving her craft, allowed her to immediately contend for the top spots. By 2011, just a year into her WCT career, Moore achieved a significant milestone by winning her first WCT event, the Roxy Pro Gold Coast, at the age of 18. This victory marked the beginning of her dominance on the tour, as it showcased her ability to compete at the highest level and secure victories against the best surfers in the world. Career peak and dominance on the World Tour. Carissa Moore's rise to the top of women's surfing was marked by consistency and dominance in major international competitions. Throughout her career, she exhibited a rare combination of technical skill, mental focus, and a competitive drive that propelled her to the forefront of the sport. In 2011, Moore made history by becoming the youngest female surfer to win a world championship title. At just 18 years old, she secured the WSL Women's World Championship, an achievement that solidified her place as one of the sport's brightest stars. This victory also marked the beginning of an era of dominance for Moore, as she continued to claim titles and set new records in the sport. Over the next several years, Carissa would continue to rack up victories at WSL events and solidify her legacy as one of the greatest female surfers in history. In 2013, she won the coveted World Championship title again, becoming the first Hawaiian woman to win multiple world titles. Her smooth style and powerful turns, combined with her ability to read the waves, allowed her to consistently outshine the competition. Moore's mental toughness and strategic approach to competition were evident in her ability to perform under pressure, especially at major events like the Rip Curl Women's Pro Bells Beach and the U.S. Open of Surfing. By 2015, Carissa Moore had become a household name in the surfing world. She claimed her third world championship title, further cementing her status as a dominant force in women's professional surfing. Her victory at the Billabong Pro Rio and several other key events throughout the season allowed her to overtake the competition and take the top spot in the world rankings once again. By now, Moore had become a leader not only in terms of her performances but also in advocating for the future of women's surfing. Throughout the course of her career, Carissa Moore has been a pioneer in pushing the boundaries of women's surfing. She has regularly performed innovative maneuvers, such as big airs and progressive turns, that had once been reserved for their male counterparts. Her ability to blend power, precision, and creativity helped elevate the level of competition for women surfers globally. Main achievements and milestones. Carissa Moore's list of achievements is a testament to her talent, dedication, and passion for the sport of surfing. Some of her most significant accomplishments include World Championship titles. Moore has won the WSL Women's World Championship a total of 5 times: 2011, 2013, 2015, 2019, and 2021, making her one of the most successful surfers in the history of the sport. Her victories have solidified her legacy as one of the greatest female surfers of all time. Multiple event wins. Throughout her career, Moore has won several WSL events, including iconic competitions such as the Rip Curl Women's Pro Bells Beach, US Open of Surfing, and Roxy Pro Gold Coast. These victories further solidified her dominance in the sport and her ability to perform on the world stage. Breakthrough moment in 2019. Carissa achieved a milestone in 2019 when she became the first female surfer in history to land a 360-degree aerial maneuver in competition. This groundbreaking moment underscored her ability to innovate and evolve her surfing style, pushing the limits of what was previously considered possible for women in the sport. Olympic Games, 2020. Carissa Moore achieved a lifelong dream in 2021 when she became an Olympic gold medalist in surfing at the Tokyo 2020 Summer Olympics. This achievement was historic as surfing made its debut in the Olympics, and Moore's victory was a landmark moment for the sport globally. Her gold medal win added to her legacy and elevated the profile of women's surfing on the world stage. Challenges and advocacy for women's surfing. Despite her success, Carissa Moore faced her fair share of challenges, both in terms of competition and the broader landscape of women's sports. She has been an advocate for gender equality in surfing and has used her platform to speak out on issues like equal prize money, visibility for female athletes, and the importance of female representation in sports media. Over the years, Carissa's advocacy has helped bring attention to the disparity in funding and resources between men's and women's competitions. She has played a key role in raising awareness about the importance of supporting and celebrating women in sports, pushing for greater equality within the surfing world. Additionally, Carissa has balanced the demands of professional surfing with her personal life. She has worked to maintain her mental and physical health while navigating the pressure of maintaining a competitive edge on the world tour. Her resilience and perseverance in the face of these challenges have helped inspire young girls and women worldwide. Anthony Sinisuka Ginting was born on October 24, 1996, in Cimahi, West Java, Indonesia. He was raised in a family with a strong connection to sports, which fueled his early passion for athletics. Ginting's introduction to badminton came at a very young age, inspired by the sport's immense popularity in Indonesia, where badminton is considered a national treasure. His parents, though not professional athletes themselves, recognized their son's potential and supported him in pursuing badminton from the age of 6. Ginting initially trained at a local badminton club, where he quickly caught the attention of coaches due to his remarkable agility, strong work ethic, and natural talent. His early years of training were focused on building his fundamentals, and he soon joined the National Badminton Academy under the guidance of top Indonesian coaches. As a young player, Ginting was noted for his exceptional speed, sharp reflexes, and his ability to read the game, attributes that would define his playing style as he advanced in his career. Rising through the ranks. Ginting's breakthrough came at the junior level, where he quickly rose through the ranks of national competitions. His performances in domestic tournaments made it clear that he was a player to watch. In 2013, at the age of 17, Ginting made his debut in the senior international circuit, competing in the BWF, Badminton World Federation, tournaments. His early forays into international competitions were met with some success, as he showed he could compete with the best players in the world, despite his relative inexperience. In 2014, Ginting achieved a significant milestone by winning the Asian Junior Championships in men's singles. This victory showcased his potential on the international stage and confirmed that he was a rising star in world badminton. The win at the Asian Juniors was just the beginning of his ascent through the international ranks. His relentless work ethic and determination made him a formidable opponent on court. Career peak and major achievements. Anthony Ginting's true career peak began to take shape in 2017, when he started making waves in prestigious international tournaments. One of his most important milestones came that year at the BWF World Championships, where he earned a bronze medal in the men's singles category. This was a breakthrough moment for Ginting, as it cemented his status as one of the world's best players. His bronze medal finish was remarkable, as he had to defeat some of the biggest names in badminton, showcasing his strength and mental fortitude. 2018 saw Ginting continue to climb the rankings, further proving his place among the elite players of the sport. He reached his career-high World No. 3 ranking, a testament to his consistent performances in high-level tournaments. During this time, he captured several prestigious titles, including a victory at the China Open, one of the most coveted tournaments in the badminton calendar. This win solidified his reputation as a world-class competitor capable of going toe-to-toe with the very best. However, it was 2019 that truly marked the height of Ginting's career. That year, he made history by winning the Thailand Open, his first Super 500 title. The win was an important achievement, as it signaled his rise to the top of the global badminton scene. His victory at the Thailand Open was followed by strong performances at other major tournaments, including the Indonesia Open, where he reached the finals. With his consistent results and ability to perform under pressure, Ginting was widely considered one of the top contenders for major titles, including the All England Open and the BWF World Championships. Ginting's playing style, characterized by fast footwork, powerful smashes, and the ability to outmaneuver opponents with his quick reflexes, became a hallmark of his success. He developed a reputation for being one of the most exciting players to watch, with his attacking style and relentless pace on the court. Ginting's success on the international circuit also earned him recognition from badminton fans and analysts alike, who praised his mental toughness and physical conditioning. In 2020, Ginting continued his ascent, winning the Indonesia Masters and finishing as a finalist in several other high-profile tournaments. His dominance in men's singles was evident, as he was regularly reaching the semi-finals or finals of major events. Ginting's consistency and his ability to perform at the highest level even in tough matches made him one of the top badminton players globally. Challenges and setbacks. Despite his undeniable talent and success, Ginting's career has not been without its challenges. Injuries have been a recurring issue, and these setbacks have at times hindered his ability to maintain a consistent presence on the circuit. In particular, a knee injury in 2019 led to a brief period of recovery, forcing him to miss important events. However, Ginting's resilience and commitment to his recovery were evident, as he returned to competition stronger and more determined than ever. The COVID-19 pandemic also disrupted the badminton calendar, causing the cancellation or postponement of numerous tournaments, including major championships. For many athletes, the pandemic presented a significant challenge, as training and competition schedules were thrown into disarray. Ginting, like his fellow professionals, had to adapt to the changing circumstances, relying on alternative training methods and home workouts to stay in peak physical condition. Despite these difficulties, Ginting showed remarkable mental fortitude and perseverance, often bouncing back from losses and setbacks with renewed focus. His ability to stay mentally tough under pressure has been one of the defining characteristics of his career. Final years and legacy. As of 2021, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting remains one of Indonesia's brightest sporting talents and a dominant force in world badminton. His legacy as one of the sport's top players is well established, with multiple Super Series and World Championship medals under his belt. Ginting's role in the Indonesian badminton team has been crucial, as he has helped lead his country to success in international competitions, including the Sudirman Cup and the Thomas Cup, prestigious team events in the sport. Ginting's continued presence in the sport is expected to have a lasting impact on the future of badminton in Indonesia. His work ethic, resilience, and dedication to the sport serve as an inspiration for young players aspiring to follow in his footsteps. Moreover, Ginting's success in major tournaments has helped elevate Indonesia's status in world badminton, as the country remains one of the sport's powerhouses. Looking ahead, Ginting's focus will likely be on securing a BWF World Championships gold medal, as well as competing in future Olympic Games. With his talent, physical ability, and mental strength, he remains a contender for future major titles, and his journey is far from over. Victor Axelsen was born on January 4, 1994, in Odense, Denmark, a city that has produced some of the best badminton players in the world. Growing up in a country with a rich badminton heritage, Victor was naturally drawn to the sport from a young age. His parents were both active in sports, with his father particularly being a keen supporter of badminton, although neither of his parents played professionally. However, Victor's talent for sports was evident early on, and he quickly became involved in badminton. At the age of 6, Victor began to play badminton recreationally, initially participating in the local club, where he started developing his skills. His natural athleticism and competitive spirit quickly stood out, leading to his progression in the sport. By the age of 9, Victor was already training seriously and playing in local competitions. His talent was unmistakable, and by the time he was in his early teens, Victor had begun competing at the national level, where he quickly garnered attention for his consistency, powerful smashes, and court intelligence. Axelson's determination and ability to adapt to various playing styles set him apart from his peers. He trained tirelessly and competed against top Danish players, improving his skills rapidly. Denmark has a proud tradition of producing world-class badminton players, and Victor was inspired by these athletes as he worked his way up in the competitive badminton world. Rise to prominence in junior badminton. Victor Axelson's rise in the world of badminton can be traced back to his success in the junior ranks. He quickly earned a reputation as one of Denmark's brightest young prospects. His breakthrough year came in 2010 when he claimed the title at the European U17 Badminton Championships. His victory at the European Junior Championships was a sign of things to come as it showcased his immense potential on the international stage. In 2012, Axelson made his mark in the international badminton scene by winning the prestigious World Junior Badminton Championships. This victory was a significant milestone in his young career, as it marked his rise to prominence as one of the sport's top junior players. His victory in the World Junior Championships earned him recognition from both his home country and the broader badminton community. It also provided him with the confidence to pursue a career at the highest levels of international badminton. Axelson's junior career was filled with successes, and his strong performances at key junior tournaments helped to lay the foundation for his professional career. His powerful playing style, coupled with his court awareness and ability to handle pressure, made him an incredibly promising talent in the world of badminton. By the time he turned 18, Victor was already considered one of the top up-and-coming players in the sport. Transition to professional badminton and career breakthrough. Victor Axelson's transition from a promising junior player to a world-class professional was marked by consistent growth and development. At the age of 18, Axelson made the jump to senior-level competition, where he quickly established himself as a player capable of competing with the best in the world. His transition to the senior circuit was impressive, as he consistently performed well in the major BWF, Badminton World Federation, tournaments. In 2014, Victor made his breakthrough on the international senior circuit, winning his first BWF Super Series title at the China Open. This victory marked a key turning point in Axelson's career, as it showed that he had the potential to compete and win at the highest levels. His victory in China earned him a place among the world's top badminton players, and it was a sign of his ability to challenge the established players in the sport. Axelson's victory at the China Open in 2014 was followed by consistent performances in other international tournaments, including the All England Open Badminton Championships and the World Championships. His powerful smashes, tactical play, and composure under pressure made him a force to be reckoned with on the court. Throughout the next few years, Victor steadily climbed the rankings, establishing himself as one of the top men's singles players in the world. Career peak and major achievements. Victor Axelson's career reached new heights when he captured his first BWF World Championship title in 2017. This victory was a defining moment in his career, as it confirmed his status as one of the best players in the world. The World Championships win was particularly significant because it marked his first major title on the global stage. Axelson's victory at the World Championships was a triumph of both skill and mental strength, as he defeated several of the sport's best players on his way to the title. Following his success at the World Championships, Victor went on to achieve further success in top-level international tournaments. In 2018, Axelson reached the final of the All England Open, one of the most prestigious tournaments in badminton, where he finished as runner-up. He also made his mark on the Indonesia Open, another major tournament, where he consistently reached the later stages of the competition. 2018 was a year in which Victor solidified his position as one of the best men's singles players, and his performances throughout the year earned him the title of world number 1 in the BWF rankings. Achieving the world number 1 ranking was a testament to Axelson's consistency, mental toughness, and elite level of play. He had successfully taken his game to a new level, demonstrating the full range of his skills and becoming one of the most feared competitors in the sport. In 2020, Victor Axelson continued his dominance in badminton by winning the All England Open and maintaining his spot at the top of the world rankings. His powerful playing style, marked by his exceptional footwork, athleticism, and smashing ability, continued to make him one of the most dangerous players on the tour. Victor's achievements in the All England Open further solidified his legacy as one of the sport's premier players. Injury challenges and comeback. Like many athletes at the top of their sport, Victor Axelson faced challenges along the way, including injuries that temporarily hindered his performance. In 2018, he was forced to take time off from competition due to an injury that affected his back. This injury kept him out of several important tournaments, but Victor's determination to recover and return to form showed his resilience. During his time off, he focused on physical therapy and strength training, ensuring that his body was prepared for the challenges of the sport once he returned. After recovering from his injury, Victor made a remarkable comeback, returning to his previous form and competing at the highest level once again. He demonstrated his ability to adapt to the physical demands of professional badminton and continued to refine his game, staying at the top of the rankings despite the challenges. Carolina Marin was born on June 15, 1993, in Huelva, a coastal city in southern Spain. Growing up in a supportive family, Marin was initially introduced to sports through her father, who was a passionate athlete. Although the family was more inclined towards basketball, it was badminton that caught the young Marin's attention. At the age of 8, she began training in badminton, a sport that was relatively new in Spain compared to other more popular sports. Little did anyone know at the time that a champion was beginning to rise. Carolina's early years in badminton were marked by a love for the sport and a determined work ethic. She was initially coached by her father, who recognized her natural talent and dedication. Soon after, she joined the Huelva Badminton Club, where she began formal training under the guidance of other skilled coaches. From the very start, Marin's potential was clear, and she quickly became one of the top young players in Spain. As a child, she would travel across the country to participate in local tournaments, gaining experience and developing her skills. Despite Spain's lack of a strong badminton tradition, Marin quickly rose through the national ranks. Her consistency and ability to compete with the best young players of her age showed that she had the potential to take the sport to new heights in Spain. Her determination and focus would propel her into the international spotlight and begin her journey toward becoming one of the best badminton players in the world. Breakthrough and early success. Carolina Marin's breakthrough moment came in 2009 when she won the Spanish National Badminton Championships in the under-17 category at the age of just 16. This victory marked the beginning of a remarkable career that would change the face of Spanish badminton forever. The win put Marin on the map, both in Spain and internationally, and she quickly became one of the most promising young talents in the sport. In 2010, at just 17 years old, Marin made her debut at the BWF World Junior Championships, where she claimed the gold medal in women's singles. This achievement signaled that she was not just a promising player but one with the potential to become a world-class competitor. The victory in the Junior Championships earned her a spot in the BWF World Federation rankings, and her rise in international badminton began. During the early stages of her career, Marin was known for her aggressive playing style, exceptional footwork, and powerful attacking game. Unlike many players who relied on a defensive style, Marin's approach was fast-paced, attacking, and focused on controlling the tempo of the game. Her unique style set her apart from others, and it soon became apparent that her talents were a force to be reckoned with on the world stage. Career peak, dominance in women's badminton. Carolina Marin's career truly reached its peak in the mid-2010s. In 2014, at the age of 21, she made history by becoming the first Spanish player to win a BWF World Championships title in women's singles. Her victory at the World Championships was a landmark achievement. Not only for her but for the sport in Spain. Marin defeated India's Saina Nehwal in the final, showcasing her unparalleled skills and ability to perform under pressure. This win cemented her status as one of the rising stars of the sport, and she began to attract attention from badminton fans worldwide. The 2015 season marked another breakthrough for Marine. She dominated the world of women's badminton, winning numerous prestigious titles and cementing her place among the sport's elite players. Her attacking style of play, precision shots, and relentless determination helped her win the All England Open Badminton Championships in 2015, marking her as one of the most formidable players on the world circuit. She followed up her victory at All England with triumphs at the Indonesia Open and the China Open, further solidifying her reputation. In 2016, Marine reached even greater heights. At the Rio 2016 Summer Olympics, she became the first Spanish player in history to win an Olympic gold medal in badminton. Her gold medal victory in Rio was one of the most significant achievements in Spanish sports history, as it marked the first ever Olympic gold for Spain in badminton. Marine's win at the Olympics was a testament to her skill, mental toughness, and the years of hard work she had put into her training. She defeated PV Sindhu of India in a thrilling final, solidifying her place among the greatest badminton players of her generation. Main achievements, records and milestones. Carolina Marine's career is defined by a series of impressive achievements and records that set her apart from her peers. Some of her most notable achievements include BWF World Championships. Marine won the BWF World Championships 3 times in her career: 2014, 2015, and 2018. Becoming one of the most successful female players in the tournament's history. Olympic gold medal. Marine made history in 2016 when she became the first Spanish badminton player to win an Olympic gold medal in women's singles, defeating PV Sindhu in a dramatic final. All England Open. She won the All England Open in 2015, solidifying her reputation as one of the most dominant players in the world. BWF Super Series titles. Throughout her career, Marine accumulated numerous Super Series titles, including victories at the China Open, Indonesia Open, and Malaysia Open. World number 1 ranking. She reached the coveted world number 1 ranking in the BWF women's singles, becoming the first Spanish player to hold the top spot. European Championships. Marine also excelled on the European circuit, winning several European Badminton Championships titles. First Spanish player to win a world title. Marine made history in 2014 by becoming the first Spanish player to win the BWF World Championships. These achievements highlight her consistency, determination, and ability to rise to the occasion when competing at the highest level. She became one of the most feared and respected players in the world, and her dominance on the international circuit inspired countless young players to take up badminton. Challenges and injuries. Despite her numerous successes, Carolina Marine's career has not been without challenges. One of the most significant hurdles came in early 2020 when she suffered a knee injury while training. The injury required surgery, and Marine was forced to take a break from competitive badminton. The setback was a difficult one for her, as it interrupted her momentum and caused uncertainty about her return to the sport. However, Marine's determination to come back stronger was evident throughout her recovery. She worked tirelessly in rehabilitation, focusing on strengthening her knee and regaining her fitness. After months of hard work, she made her return to competitive badminton in 2021, showing resilience and a refusal to let the injury define her career. Although her comeback was gradual, Marine's fighting spirit never wavered. Final years and continued impact. In the later years of her career, Carolina Marine continued to play at an elite level. Though the landscape of women's badminton had evolved, with new challengers emerging, Marine remained a top contender. Her experience and technical prowess allowed her to continue competing with the world's best players. In addition to her success on the court, Marine became a role model for young athletes, especially in Spain, where she inspired a new generation of badminton players. Her impact extended beyond the badminton court as she advocated for gender equality in sports, encouraging young girls to pursue their dreams and excel in traditionally male-dominated sports. Carolina Marine also focused on developing the sport of badminton in Spain, where she worked to grow its popularity and increase the number of players in the country. She became a prominent ambassador for the sport, working with local badminton clubs and organizations to promote the game. Lee Chong-wei was born on October 21, 1982, in Bagan Serai, Perak, Malaysia. Raised in a humble family, Lee's early life was marked by a passion for sports, particularly badminton. His journey into the world of badminton began at the age of 11, when he joined a local badminton club in his hometown. His natural athleticism and drive quickly stood out, and his coaches noticed his potential from the very beginning. Although badminton was not the most popular sport in his neighborhood at the time, Lee's determination to succeed led him to make the sport his life's ambition. Lee's breakthrough came at a young age when he moved to Kuala Lumpur to train under the guidance of prominent coaches at the Bukit Jalil Sports School, Malaysia's national sports academy. This move provided him with better facilities, access to advanced coaching, and the opportunity to compete at the highest levels in international competitions. His early career was a series of hard-fought battles, often competing against older and more experienced players. However, it was during these formative years that Lee began to develop the skills that would one day make him one of the greatest badminton players in the world. The rise to prominence. Lee Chong-wei's rise to prominence was gradual, but steady. His first major international success came in 2004, when he claimed a bronze medal at the Olympic Games in Athens, Greece, in the men's singles event. At the time, Lee was only 21 years old, and his achievement marked the beginning of an illustrious career. Although he had not yet reached the peak of his powers, this achievement provided a glimpse of his immense potential. Lee's success at the Athens Olympics caught the attention of the global badminton community and firmly established him as a player to watch. In the years that followed, Lee's performances began to improve exponentially. His rise to the top of the men's singles rankings was swift, and by 2006, he had already reached the world #1 spot in the Badminton World Federation (BWF) rankings for the first time. This was a historic achievement, as Lee became the first Malaysian to attain the prestigious position. His combination of speed, precision, and remarkable consistency made him a formidable opponent on the court. Lee's career trajectory continued to soar in the following years as he accumulated titles in major tournaments such as the All England Open, the Malaysia Open, and the Singapore Open. However, it was in 2008 that Lee truly cemented his place among the world's badminton elite. That year, he claimed his first BWF World Championships title and solidified his position as one of the top contenders in men's badminton. Career peak, dominance and rivalries. The peak of Lee Chong-wei's career came in the years leading up to and including the 2012 London Olympics. By this time, Lee had firmly established himself as one of the sport's dominant players. His playing style was characterized by rapid footwork, quick reflexes, and a lethal smash that made him nearly unbeatable in rallies. His consistency, especially in high-pressure moments, was another key to his success. He had already claimed multiple titles, including numerous Super Series and Premier Series events, and his rivalry with Denmark's Lin Dan became one of the most compelling narratives in the sport. Lee and Lin Dan's rivalry began in 2006 and became one of the greatest in badminton history. The two players' contrasting styles, personalities, and unparalleled abilities made their matches highly anticipated and filled with drama. Lee's matches against Lin Dan were often seen as a battle between two badminton legends, with Lee's speed and agility pitted against Lin Dan's strength and tactical brilliance. The two men faced off in countless finals, with their encounters often determining the outcomes of major international tournaments, including the Olympic Games and the BWF World Championships. In the 2008 Beijing Olympics, Lee Chong-wei faced Lin Dan in the men's singles final. Despite a valiant effort, Lee was narrowly defeated, and Lin Dan claimed the gold. Although this loss was a bitter disappointment for Lee, it only fueled his determination to achieve greater success in the future. Over the next few years, Lee Chong-wei's career reached new heights as he dominated international badminton, claiming titles at prestigious tournaments and cementing his place as the world's top player. However, Lee's quest for an Olympic gold medal remained elusive. He reached the final of the 2012 London Olympics, where he once again faced Lin Dan in what was a repeat of their Beijing final. In another tightly contested match, Lee fell short once again, this time in 3 sets, as Lin Dan won his second Olympic gold medal. Although the loss was devastating for Lee, his status as one of the greatest badminton players in history was never in question. His consistency in reaching the finals of major tournaments, including the World Championships, All England, and Thomas Cup, demonstrated his resilience and dominance in the sport. Main achievements and legacy. Over the course of his career, Lee Chong-wei amassed an extraordinary number of titles and accolades that solidified his legacy as one of the best badminton players of all time. Among his many achievements, Lee won 69 international titles, including 3 BWF World Championship silver medals, 2005, 2007 and 2011, as well as a Commonwealth Games gold medal in 2006. His victories in the Malaysia Open were particularly notable, as he claimed the title a record 12 times, an unparalleled achievement in the history of the tournament. Lee's consistency at the top level of the sport was remarkable. He finished as the world number 1 for a record 199 weeks, an achievement that stands as one of the longest reigns at the top of any sport. His ability to maintain such a high level of performance for over a decade made him a fan favorite and a true ambassador for the sport. His style of play, combined with his sportsmanship, humility, and professionalism, endeared him to fans around the world and elevated the status of badminton globally. Lee's rivalry with Lin Dan was one of the most iconic in sports, and despite the many losses to his Chinese counterpart, Lee earned the respect of the badminton world for his incredible willpower and competitive spirit. He also helped to inspire a new generation of badminton players in Malaysia, including his protege, Lee Zijia, who would go on to take up the mantle of Malaysian badminton in the years following Lee's retirement. Retirement and final years. In 2019, Lee Chong-wei announced his retirement from professional badminton after battling nose cancer. A diagnosis that came as a shock to his fans and the badminton community. His health struggles forced him to step away from the sport. But even in his final years, Lee's passion for badminton remained unshaken. He was unable to achieve his ultimate dream of Olympic gold, but his career was nonetheless a series of incredible accomplishments that left an indelible mark on the sport. Lee's decision to retire was met with an outpouring of love and respect from fans and fellow athletes worldwide, all of whom recognized his immense contributions to badminton. In the years following his retirement, Lee Chong-wei continued to be involved in the sport in various capacities. He served as an ambassador for badminton, promoting the game and encouraging young talent. He also became an advocate for cancer awareness, using his platform to raise awareness about the importance of early detection and treatment.